So, okay, so hang on, it's doing its little jerky thing. I don't know. What do you think? Eh? Hey guys, so welcome into this bait lab. It's a very special bait lab tonight. We have Kurt from Pacific Charters and the famed Seabead, you guys, and he's in shooting his colors tonight. We're in hanging out and talking about what we're going to create. So as you guys all come in tonight, Kurt will be looking for the comments on the side there. We're going to be pulling some worms apart. He'll be sharing those with you. We're shooting the acorn egg. We are not going to call it the soft okie anymore. Had a great conversation with Joe from Robalized. What a good brother. He's up at the Steelhead Jamboree right now. So, Joe, if you see this, we're thinking about you, brother. I know you had to deal with all them customers today. It had to not be fun. So, if you're on Facebook, we can still see your comments. Please join us. Share it out with your friends. If you're on YouTube, please share it out with your friends. And then see up here how it shows there's 0 people watching right now. So I'm talking to a blank screen.
Right.
But what I'm doing is I'm getting the first part of this done. So as you talk and introduce yourself, Kurt, they'll still get to see this later. So there's no pressure, there's nothing to be there's nothing to be worried about.
Yeah, I'm no expert at this stuff. I can tell you for sure.
So, but you have all this stuff here in front of you that you can share with them.
Yep.
And that's really what they want to see. The camera's right up here. So if you hold a bead up, just sort of hold it up to there so they can see it.
Okay.
And guys, I'm going to go back to slinging some plastisol. Oh, we got our first person in. Welcome in, whoever you are. And Kurt's going to start showing off some of these really cool colors that he just shot and that he's helping pull apart. We're getting ready for the union between Seabead and Godsent Fishing, so that you guys are getting the best technology, the best information, the best baits that we can possibly make. Kurt's been making baits for over, well, you tell him.
50 years. I started making stuff and building tackle whenever I was 17, and I'm 66 now. So I've been doing this for a long time. And I don't know whether I know as much as I think I know, but I like to think that I know a little bit and I know what does and doesn't work because I've fished it forever and ever and ever. So a lot of the stuff that we do anymore is stuff that I've caught fish on and I know works. And stuff like that bead there, we know that that pink is in between Sunrise and Nail Polish Pink that they made the original Okie Drifters out of. And it's a super good color. We're doing it in those acorns. We're doing it in worms. We've got a brand new color we just came out with that's a methylate red that actually isn't red because of the orange mica powder. It creates a orange metallic look to it. And we are busy shooting these all up and getting these going. There's another ribbed worm there with the different drop shot tail on it. We are also doing all those in the acorn bead too. And whenever we get done and we're going to start tying jigs, we're going to make all the nightmare jigs and use a bead with that same color on it too.
So then tell them about what you do when you're not making baits, Kurt.
Whenever I'm not making baits, I am a charter boat captain and I run Pacific Charter Services in Charleston and make all kinds of tackle and gear for all the bottom fish and lingcod and halibut and supply one of the bigger chain stores up and down the whole coast of California and Oregon and Washington and Alaska. And I don't know whether I'm supposed to mention a name, but I supply England Marine. So it keeps me pretty busy. But I spend lots of time that I can fishing. That's my favorite thing to do is to fish. But I like making baits because I want everybody to be able to catch fish and have good baits and get baits for a good price. You know, everybody shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg to buy something that'll catch fish. So I've always been that guy that makes stuff and does it for a reasonable price so that everybody can afford to go have some fun.
And that is so true. And thank you guys for joining the live tonight. It's a pleasure to introduce Kurt to you guys. He started working with me, the poor guy. I started pouring lead the way you're supposed to pour lead in the big tanks, right? And I was using like the Lee pots and stuff like that to make stuff before. And I kept asking Kurt, I said, how come this stuff keeps wrinkling? He says, well, it's not hot enough. And I'm going, well, it's in a Lee pot. Well, I found out that if you leave it in a Lee pot long enough, like 2 hours, it'll get hot enough. So as we're shooting all the jig heads and getting ready to supply some major places, it's like, oh my goodness, it was really, really hard, you guys. And then he goes, what are you using to shoot that stuff with? And I'm like, an E-pot. He's like, no. He says, you need to come back up here and figure out how to shoot this stuff. So tell them about your
whenever I do lead, I don't do lead in a Lee pot. That's a waste of my time. Whenever I do stuff, I do such big amounts of stuff that I melt between 250 and 300 pounds of lead at a time. I melt it in a big stainless steel pot that's set up on a crab cooker to where I can heat that up to the point that the lead turns purple and gold and blue. That way you've cooked all your impurities out, you get way smoother finish, you get a shiny finish, and you get lead that sticks to and holds to all of your parts a lot better. So you get a lot cleaner mold put out whenever you do it that way. It's a big difference between pouring stuff that way and pouring it out of a Lee pot. Lee pot's just, no, that's not the way to do it.
So then, what he's talking about is these guys. So this one's actually powder coating, but the other thing that he's talking about is that when we do this lead like this, when you get the impurities out of it, there's a couple of things. It'll create electrolysis, but it will also have a ding. Yep. So if you're using something that needs to be noisy in the water, this will definitely help with that.
All of your bottom fish stuff needs to be pingy.
Yeah, so this, and then we make these guys as well. And welcome in, Hitch by Hitch. So then we make the bigger jig heads.
Yep.
So, and these are all getting powder coated
pipe and jigs and lead fish and all kinds of big, heavy ocean baits.
So anyway, so that's the education of the lead. But guess what? This mold's ready to be demolded, my brother.
Yep. Looks like they all are.
So we'll start demolding some stuff for you guys. Like I said, we're going to switch from the soft okie now to the back to the acorn. Out of respect for Joe with Robalized, I had a great conversation with him, and I respected what he had to say. Right. So that's going to be the soft or the acorn egg now. And then, of course, we shot the stingers in
That's
these
what
two.
Your baits look like whenever they come out of the mold.
So, yeah, Hitch by Hitch shoots in his shop as well, too, you guys. And he loves making baits, too. And he also goes out and ocean fishes. So how many waypoints have you got, Kurt, for the ocean?
I have over 1,200 waypoints.
Hey, Hitch, did you hear that? I bet you want a few of those, don't you?
Yeah, all the stuff that I have in the ocean is stuff that I have found And whenever I find a spot, if it looks good, I will mark it. I will go back and I will fish it. If it catches fish, then I will give it a name and keep it on the chart plotter so that I can produce the next one. If it doesn't, then I take it off and eliminate it and look for another new one, because I'm always looking for another spot. You can't ever have enough spots. You need to be able to produce fish every day. And me being a charter boat, I have to produce fish. That's how I make my living. If I'm not producing fish, then nobody's going to come back and go with me again.
Which I wouldn't mind, because I'll go fishing with him all the time. So yeah, just don't ever rent Pacific Charter. So guys, there's a video on Godsend Adventures, and I called it the grocery run, just so that you guys could actually see the boat itself. He said he needs some halibut waypoints. So
got lots of them.
got lots of them. So what was I saying?
That you went on the grocery run with
Oh
me.
yeah, so that video is on there if you guys want to see the boat, or the ship. I guess it's a boat, huh?
It's about
Okay, so if you want to see the boat and how he fishes to put a bunch of fish in your freezer, when he says that it's time for long lining, you guys need to pay attention, because one run, what did I go home with for fish, you think?
well, I
Count
sent
it.
you home with mine and the deckhands and yours, so you went home with 30 fish.
So that's over 100 pounds, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I went
it was
home.
close to that.
So I went home with 100 pounds of cod, right? Is that a yellow
No,
cod?
they were yellowtail rockfish.
Okay, so I went home with 100 pounds of yellowtail rockfish, you guys. So if anybody needs any fish, you know somebody that knows somebody.
That's the thing, that I usually wind up with so much fish that a lot of times the people that fish with me, I send them home with my fish because I've already got a freezer full.
Well,
So I can be pretty picky about what I do and don't keep and what I have to save up and everything, because I can go get fish anytime I want to. Makes it pretty nice for me.
so there you guys go. So there's Kurt's introduction, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed that. So now let's see. Do we have any? I see hello from Don Flanders, Wilson Flanders, Hitch by Hitch. My wife is in. Hi, honey. We have got not a mile of pile of baits, but we've got quite a few different ones here. And the clusters in this orange, what do you call that orange?
That is called red mica.
Red mica. So I have a question, because we're starting to draw down to the end of one of the orange ones. So do you want some more of these,
Yep.
or do you want more of these? And these, the clusters, or do you want more these worms? Because I think we got
Worms.
enough of these worms.
This one.
Okay, so that one. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna shoot that pink for you right now in a cluster. I'll be right over here making funny faces at him.
He is too. Believe that.
I wasn't kidding. So I'm putting on.
We're having a lot of fun today.
Yeah, it's been.
My first time trying to do any of this live stuff. I've never known how to deal with it and do it, but Kurt's cluing me in on what's up and how to do this.
Just have fun.
So hopefully I don't look too ridiculous.
Well, come on now.
I know that's hard, but I'm trying the best I can.
Well, and he thought he was going to be all nervous, and I told him, just imagine everybody's only out there just talking just like you are.
Yep.
So let's see. Do you have any questions?
And
up there?
I'm staying so busy here doing all this stuff that I don't have time to think about how foolish I look.
or how nervous he is.
Yeah.
But we're coming down to the end of the first color, which we made a lot of baits. We made a lot of baits. It's he's got a
Yeah, we got a pile of baits here.
so he's got a finesse tail, he's got a finesse tail, he's got a paddle tail, and then some of these are for the jigs.
Some of them are a little smaller 3.5-inch worm for using as a jig worm.
And then he's setting up the bigger worms for running down the river as well. So Joe said that you look great and you need to do this a little more. Well, you know what, Chasing Chrome, you want to know something? I'm going to crochet you so hard you're going to be a lady. We're going to put those things up in your chest. You're going to be like this. It's good to see you, buddy. So, yeah, this was the big shoot that we were planning for Thursday and Friday. But just due to restraints, we were unable to do it. So, but now we're with you guys and hanging out with you. And we thought we'd get into the bait lab for a while. I haven't been in here for a while. So tomorrow is a very important day. And the reason for that is because that next weekend, the store will be available to you guys. And tomorrow morning, we'll do that video before we start the shoot. And that video is going to be about how the wholesale industry ends in this, so that you guys can come in and build guide boxes and all the rest of that. But we'll get to that in the morning. How many more?
That'll be a pretty crazy good deal for all you guys.
Yeah, especially in this day and age right now, we sort of need that.
Everybody needs to be able to go catch fish and afford to do it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff out there right now that is so overpriced that people can't afford to go. Well, we're fixing to change that.
Yep. Sitting around doing shoots just like this, you guys.
We're sit here and have fun and make stuff and give it to you that's more durable and better colors and for a lot better price.
Yeah, let me tell you something. So Kurt really does a really good job on the opaque and the solid colors, whereas I'm not that good at those. I'm more good at the transparents and those kind of colors, right? So that's where I specialize in, and Kurt specializes in and he does the opaques too really good as well, don't get me wrong. But that's just where I excel, I guess. So yeah. We're not going to fight it, we're going to make it happen.
And I think that we make a lot of stuff that's 3 and 4 and 5 color beads, and I don't know anybody else that does that.
Matter of fact, I got some. Hang on, guys.
We make beads that have 5 colors on them. Well, every one of those colors we have to shoot, that's a whole nother open cut, put back together, reshoot again, and then reshoot again, and then reshoot again. Every one of them colors is another shoot. So they take a lot of time. It's a lot of extra effort to make stuff like that.
I think that this one's a 3 color, but I think it'll show up good enough. So let me put my hand up there so you guys can see. Okay, so that's the dark side. Then you turn it over, there's the next color, and then there's the next color. I hope that you guys all got to see that. That light wants to reflect it, but there's a 3-colored bead for you guys.
By the way, that's one of the special beads that Don Flanders chose to have me shoot for him.
So what's it called then?
I don't remember what he called it.
It looks froggy. We'll just call it Froggy. So
we do a lot of different stuff. I try to help out and do as much as I can to give everybody what they want and everything, but it'll get to a point that you can't do everybody's everything.
Yeah, and that's why we're both custom bait makers. So you guys can you guys can actually call to get a special bait made. There's a fee, of course, but it's not extraordinary. And if you really wanted something made, you could talk to Kurt and I, and that's probably what we'll
Yeah.
do. Is we'll probably have a night where we do that, right?
Yeah, because there's one of them right now that I can think of that a friend of mine in Portland, Tom Randall, is having me make some custom worms for him. So there's always the option of having something made custom if you have something really specific that you're after.
Yeah, and then if you like had colors that you had already looked at and that you wanted, right? So that helps out too, and then that's a less fee, right? Because it really what it boils down to is material and time. It's just like a good construction worker, right? Robert McAllister, how you doing? I hope you're back from Cali and up catching some big steelies, bro. So I had some of the plunkers come in today, and they said that the shack was doing pretty good, you guys. There was 3 fish caught yesterday and 2 today. But the 2 today were pretty good size. They lost 1. No, they lost 2 out there. Yeah, they lost 2 out there.
The one they brought in here for us to see was really a nice steelhead.
Yeah, I'd say
beautiful fish, probably
9, 10,
9, 10 pounds.
But just chrome bright.
Chrome bright, pretty fish.
Yeah. So there is some fish in the system for you guys. Hey, Quentin, how you doing, buddy? So, Kurt, Quentin bass fishes, as well as he regular fishes. And Quentin had asked a question on Facebook about the brown worm that you did with the
pink tail.
With the pink tail. Yep. So, Quentin, if you want to re-ask that question, please. It just sort of abbreviated because I got it. I told him it was the brown with the pink tail. But you had a question about movement or length or something like that. Here's your guy. He can answer it for you right now.
That's the worm that he's talking about. And it's got what they call a chameleon body that had white put in it to where it looks natural. And it has a bubblegum tail. It's a 5-inch paddle tail worm.
So, and then I think that you had some questions about movement or something like that. So,
well, it moves really well. And you can see that thing's a wiggling and a bouncing. It's got good movement, but it's really durable. Whenever we do these worms, I take and raise the durometer, which is the hardness of the plastic, and more elasticity to it. So whenever you get one of these, you can pull on that thing and it won't come apart. I mean, they're tough.
And I mean, he's so exact. He's taking a pair of scissors and cutting off the top. I didn't want to tell him that you guys were going to cut the worm anyway. So yeah, we'll just let him go ahead and keep on doing that.
Yeah. Got to make them look pretty.
So, Quentin, do you like the paddle tail or do you like the finesse tail? And actually, I should ask that of all of you guys. Which do you think moves better in the water, or is it for different applications, or what is it? Oh, Wilson's saying how tough they are.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks realistic.
Really tough.
Quentin says that the one that's the color shift is looks really realistic. Thank you, Quentin. That's a compliment.
In real life, it looks super good, and you put it in the water because of it being a chameleon, then it changes every way that it moves, so it looks different, but it looks natural. Because we take and add that chameleon, and then we take and add some drops of white to make it more opaque instead of being translucent. So it looks more like what an actual natural worm looks like. Then we put that pink bubblegum tail on there, which is a special blend bubblegum that I make. It's not somebody's store-bought stuff. It's a better pink.
Yeah, so guys and gals, listen, between what his colors he has and the colors that I have, I don't think that there's really any color out there
We
that's
we got so many colors now that you can't go wrong.
so. And that's the thing, is that if you guys need a color built, I my wife says I'm colorblind, but when I'm in here, I can match a color really, really well. So if the bait has been discontinued, because we do not like to copy, we like to be
Yeah.
original in what we put out. But if it's, we had that with Zoom baits. We've had it with some of them where that color was working really, really good in their lake or their river, and they discontinued it, right? So if you guys still have one of those baits, then trust me, we can dial it in. And if I can't dial it in, I'll send it to the guy that can. So let me tell you something. I mean, there's not a color. If it takes us a couple of weeks, it takes us a couple of weeks. Then if we can't figure it out, we have a guy that's
Most colors we can figure out
within
within
a couple hours.
a couple hours.
Yeah, but sometimes there was one.
Some of them are tough.
Yeah, some of them are tough because they're adding.
If there's heavy saturation or if there's any color shift powders that are put in them, some of them can be pretty tricky.
Yeah. But we can do it. Okay. So, and like I said, if we can't, we'll succeed. And it doesn't cost a bunch of money. It's a matter
No.
of bringing back a bait that was working, right? And that's what we're about. So don't be afraid to call and ask. I'm telling you. All right, guys. Well, we're getting close to that 30 minutes there, guys. Does anybody have any questions? I mean, guys, I'm telling you, all of these are not leaving the shop. I'm keeping some of these dudes right here. Those are going
And we're
fishing.
getting,
Yeah, those are going fishing.
that's going to be a good color. It's almost like a electric orange metallic.
Yeah, that camera, guys, the camera
The
just
camera doesn't do it justice.
Yeah,
It's so metallic looking and bright that it's just unreal how good it is.
So, at least we know what we're talking about. We can give you guys the generalized of it. Even when we take a photo on Facebook and put it up, we could do the live one, and then put it out in the sun. You get a little bit better idea, but it's like this minuscule of a difference, right? So, but if we tell you that we like the color, and then we've tested it with our fish, and the fish like the color, we'll not only let you know what section it is,
Right.
That color was working really good. For like, how we have our northern, our central, and our southern thing for the ODFW. So we'll let you know if those colors are working there. So, don't be afraid to text and ask Kurt Schultz or Kurt Sandin on Facebook, you guys, because if you're coming into our areas, please let us know. We'll let you know what's up. We're not trying to sell you something. We're just letting you know what to do to go catch fish.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not going to make stuff and try to sell it to you just to make a dime. Ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
If it don't work, I don't want to sell it to you.
Yeah. So that's once again back to the testing, you guys. And here's one for you. There's going to be some specials tomorrow morning, huh, Kurt?
Yep.
So we'll let you guys know what's up with that. We will have some testing beads for different areas. And if you guys want to come in, I can't tell them all that stuff. They have to wait till tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot. It looks like we have enough of these. We have enough of the pinks, but I was thinking about doing a laminate, you guys, but my plastisol is running low. So, but everybody, it was just a pleasure. Some more of the pinks. It was just a pleasure to work with Kurt so far for the last month and a half, and
it'll be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, you guys.
We're gonna hook y'all up and make everything go good.
Oh, you want to see the booger worm? And which one there, Mr. Don? You want to see it in the finesse tail? There it went.
That's what he called that bead, is a booger bead.
Oh, there's the other one there.
That-
Did that help you?
That reminded me whenever you put that on there. That's what it was the booger bead.
Okay, so why don't you show him? He wants to see the in the worms there, Mr. Kurt.
And the one he's talking about, that black and yellow and green one.
Oh, the booger bead. Oh, so you
That's
want
what
to
he
see that
called
in
that.
a worm? So yeah, we had that discussion today. That we want an actual nightmare jig, our worm. So we're
going to
talking.
produce a worm that's red and black and white.
So it's going to have, what color will it tell
It'll be
me?
a black tail,
Okay.
a red mid body, and a white head. And
So-
then you can put them on a pearl head, and they will be killer.
So
And we're going to do them in that shorter worm so that they'll fit on the jig head.
So that's going to be coming out. That's going to take the two of us because that, those real custom shoots like that, we don't mind doing them, but many hands make light work. So
Yeah,
because
those are going to be pour and shoot and pour and shoot and pour and shoot.
yeah, same as the bead. So the custom stuff like that, you guys. But we do happen to be blessed because that we do have.
We
a
like
lot of
what we
beads.
do, so we're going to help you out.
Yeah, well, then there's a lot of them, too, you guys. Matter of fact, we're starting. The wall space is still there, but we're starting to run out of space for the other stuff that we'll explain about tomorrow morning. All right, everybody. If you don't have any questions for us, a half an hour inside of a bait lab. I hope that you all enjoyed it and enjoyed meeting Kurt as well.
Hopefully you had fun.
Yeah, I hope that you guys all did too. You know what, folks?
Time to catch fish.
Yeah, it's time to catch fish. We hope that you encourage us to create some more things for you guys. We would appreciate it. That putting our heads together to catch more stuff for everybody is a big thing, you guys. So, like I said, don't be afraid to reach out to either one of us. And if we're a little bit slow, it's just because that we're, got other people. Oh, and tomorrow morning, I will be explaining about the social media. We have created quite a few more pages. We got them up. We got them going. We've got them up and got them going. So we'll start introducing them. It's a place where you could go on Facebook and ask a question through the messaging, right? So that nobody beats you up and all the rest of that. And you have a professional guide, plus Chasing Chrome, plus Josh Pardee, plus me. I'm not a pro. I'm just a fisherman that's fished all my life, and that's all I want to be. But if I can answer the question, I'll answer it. If I can't, then I'll ask the pros. So, there is that too. That's what those pages are for. So tomorrow morning, we'll introduce all those to you guys as well too.
Perfect.
And you know what? Thank you, everybody. We had quite a few people in here tonight.
Yeah, there you go.
It was really awesome. All right,
Perfect.
everybody. Oh,
And yes, I do have your order, Wilson. I will be getting on it. Jigs included.
Oh, the jigs. Yeah, that's going to be a thing, you guys.
There's going to be a big blow up here before very long with all the stinger bead jigs, Killer Queen.
Well, and then
multiple colors.
Well, then what about the embryo thing? Do you think we're going to pull it
Yep.
off?
Yep.
I think we might pull it off.
We've got another jig you're going to want to see too.
We're working on it. We want to make sure because we had
We want
questions
it to
about
be
it
right.
at first. Yeah, we had some questions about it at first, but I think that we'll probably get it down and get it going. So
It'll be good.
I think so.
Yep.
I think that the Mylar that you were talking about off the back of it should do it.
Yep.
So, but anyway, so there is some more creations coming out for you guys. So, and at the prices that, you can afford for right now. Hey guys, we know, I've talked to people and they're just like, it cost me $100 to go fishing,
Yeah.
especially with my family, and it's just expensive. So,
Yep.
so we're working all that out for you guys. All right. Well, thank you everybody for liking and subscribing to Godsend Adventures and Kurt Sandin on Facebook, and Kurt Schultz site is on Facebook as well.
Yep.
And you guys will see a lot more from Pacific Charter because I fished with him and I had the time of my life, and he actually had to put up with me all day. Poor guy. I'm like, "Woo, fish!" And you know how I go.
Going out in the ocean's always fun.
Yeah, I had a really good day.
Always.
And I actually felt very safe in that boat. There wasn't at any point that I didn't feel good because I
Yep.
mean we were hauling butt, and we went out 10 miles, and I like that boat. The captain's good, but the boat's good too. So I actually sat in the seat as we were chucking along. Right, I never once.
I'm not one of the
Yeah.
new guys that's only been running a boat a couple of years. I've been running boats in the ocean for 58 years.
So, and I felt really comfortable. So that's important too. And then I caught a lot of fish too, you guys. My arms, the other two guys that were with
That was
us,
fun.
the other two guys that were with us, remember they got sick?
Yeah.
And so he's like, he hauls them, he comes
Keep
over and goes,
catching.
keep catching, buddy. You got to catch their fish for him. It's like, okay, I'm all over that. Let's roll, baby.
Yep.
So, and that was electric reels because we were way down deep.
Yeah, we was fishing about 370 feet deep that day.
Yep. So, and let me tell you something, that's some good fish too. No worms in those babies.
Oh boy.
So, all right, you guys, good night. Please share this out. Let everybody know tomorrow morning. At some point, we're going to go live like we did tonight to explain the wholesale outlet to you guys. We are on the Alsea River, which puts us right in the middle of Central Oregon. And if you stop in here with a scheduled appointment, you're going to save a lot of money and get some really custom stuff.
Yep.
So we'll explain that in the morning. Thank you for sharing this out. Thumbs up. Subscribe to Godsend Fishing Adventures, Godsend Adventures, because it helps build that channel. And those adventures of all of us men are coming up. All right, everybody. Good night and happy hooking from Godsend. And what's your phrase?
Catch a bunch.
Okay, there it is. You heard it here first. It's happy hooking and catch a bunch. It works for me.
Yep.
Good night, everybody.